Hi, my name is Chloe Young. I'm a sophomore journalism major and research assistant for the Center for Media Engagement here at Moody. As a media ethics scholar, I'm fascinated with exploring the evolution of our country's free speech protections, as well as new limitations as more and more of our daily discourse continues to exist online. Our founding fathers crafted a constitution that would forever prohibit the American government from abridging upon our right to freely speak. But now, in 2020, much of that speech is no longer taking place in public squares, but on privately owned social media platforms. To preserve the integrity of our democracy, political speech has been the most protected form of free speech under the First Amendment. So, what happens when that speech is in the hands of big businesses who aren't obliged to protect our First Amendment rights? With millions of users across the globe, online platforms like Twitter represent some of the largest public forums available, making the suppression of speech, more specifically political speech, a valid ethical concern. In my most recent work for the Center for Media Engagement, I take a look at Twitter's ever-evolving moderation policies as they pertain to both high-profile figures like the president, as well as everyday citizens. How should a private company like Twitter balance the fight against misinformation with democratic goals of increasing lines of communication among citizens around the world? A singular, clear answer to these questions simply just doesn't exist. That's why we need critical and ethical scholars, as well as everyday citizens, to be engaged and informed of both the protections and limitations of free speech that are currently granted to them under the First Amendment. It's when everyday citizens, like you and I, continue to ask these hard questions and hold our leaders and companies accountable that a democracy may truly function for and by its people. That is preserving democracy, and that is the power of free speech.